Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to start with the first chapter of your chemistry, chemical reactions and equations. We are considering your NCERT book. Consider the following situation of daily life and think what happens when milk is left at room temperature during summers, an iron tawa, pan, nail is left exposed to humid atmosphere. Wraps get fermented, food is cooked, food gets digested in our body, we respire. In all these cases, you see one thing similar, that is the initial substance will change to something new. You will notice a change. So there are basically two types of change, physical change and chemical change. What is a physical change? A physical change is a change in which the substance only changes its physical state and it is easily reversible. And a chemical change? Chemical change is not easily reversible and the product formed has different property that of the initial substance. So, whenever a chemical change occurs, we can say that a chemical reaction has taken place. So let us look at the first activity. In this activity, a magnesium ribbon is being burned to form white dazzling powder. What is this white dazzling powder? This is magnesium oxide. So the magnesium ribbon is being burned in the presence of oxygen in the atmosphere. We all know oxygen is present in the atmosphere. That oxygen is reacting with the magnesium to form magnesium oxide. So, in that following activity, you will observe that magnesium ribbon will burn with a dazzling white flame. It will change into white powder. This powder is magnesium oxide. I already told you, it is formed due to the reaction between magnesium and oxygen present in the air. How do we determine that a chemical reaction has taken place? So, there are some phenomena in which we can determine that a chemical reaction has taken place. They are change in state, change in color, evolution of gas and change in temperature. So, here look at this figure. In this figure, sulfuric acid is reacting with zinc, which will form salt and hydrogen gas. Zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. We will learn about this in the second chapter. So, it is also evolving a gas. We can see as from the phenomenons. You will also observe little bit change in temperature. This indicates that a chemical reaction has taken place. Now, talking about chemical equation. A chemical equation, you will see the reactants, products. So, in a chemical equation, we standardizedly write the chemical reaction. On the left hand side, we write the reactants. On the right hand side, we write the products. Taking the example of magnesium and oxygen, they are the reactants, and magnesium oxide, that is the product formed from these two elements reacting. The substance that undergo chemical change in the reaction are reactants. The new substance formed during the reaction are the product. And word equations. Word equation is the equation in which you will write the name of the element and with the help of an arrow we indicate that these two reactants undergo reaction to form the product. Now, writing a chemical equation. For writing a chemical equation, for example, magnesium, we won't write magnesium for writing chemical equation. We will write the symbol which is Mg, and for oxygen, we will write O2. Now, writing the chemical equation, we will write the reactants on the left hand side and the product formed magnesium oxide on the right hand side. As you can see that there are two kinds of chemical equation, the skeletal chemical equation and the balanced chemical equation. How will we know that this is a skeletal chemical equation? A skeletal chemical equation is an equation in which the law of conservation of mass isn't followed. So, taking the example of this equation, you see there are two oxygens but only one oxygen in the right hand side. We have already seen that the law of conservation of mass states that the total number of mass in the reactants will be equal to total number of mass in product. So, we have to balance it. We are putting 2 here in front of the product and also maintaining the mass for magnesium. I will teach you about the balancing in the next part of the chapter. What is a balanced chemical equation? In a balanced chemical equation, the total mass of reactants is equal to the total mass of products. We will learn more about this in the next part. Thank you.